Hey, man, thank you guys for watching the content, watching all of the interviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also leave a comment, man. Vibing with Veto. Just take 1 second out your day and leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Let's get back to the interview. Okay, we live in the crib, Vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibing with Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibing with Veto. You already know the slogan, we vibrating higher. And today, hey, man, I got my guys in the building, man. How you feeling, man?
What's up, bro? How you living?
Man, hey.
We're living, man. We're living.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Got an event tonight.
Yes, we do.
For sure, for sure. Introduce yourselves to the people.
You first.
Hey, I'm the Urban Legend Murder One, supreme leader of the two-finger salute, the almighty hierarchy.
Yeah, facts.
And I am Josh Wheeler. I am the show producer of Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment and his right-hand man. This is the creative brains behind everything. Don't let him lie to you.
Dope.
Trying to be humble, that's all.
Facts, man. How long have y'all been in business, and kind of what led y'all into the direction of just, bringing Atlanta wrestling, you know what I'm saying, with the urban feel too as well?
So we've been in business as partners off and on for 22 years now. 22 years.
Dope.
I met him in 2002. Funniest story of all time. I go to a show to meet some people and start networking. And what was the first question you asked me, Murder?
I was a little drunk at the show, so you know what I'm saying? I like to be a little different. I don't like to be like, hey, how you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So I looked at him and I was like, oh, you trying to be a wrestler? He was like, yeah, be in the wrestler business. And I asked him straight up, you ever had your ass ate?
That was it.
What the fuck?
That was the first question you ever asked. Yeah, that was it. And then I started laughing, and then we started talking, and it was like, yo, we get the same thoughts. We had literally had the same thoughts, and then we did a little thing together, and then I got a DUI, so I had to take a little break. I was a young kid then, living in Athens, and then we hooked back up in 2004. Funny, this was a funny story. I was trying to get in touch with him, and I went to a payphone, and I just happened to remember his phone number and called his house.
He went to a payphone
at a Target in Marietta. Called his number, and I said, is this by any chance homicide or murder one at the time? And he goes, who the fuck is this? And I was like, it's Josh Wheeler. He goes, oh, white boy, what's up? I was like,
I'll ask off-ball questions and stuff like that if I just want to see where you at.
Yeah,
so I asked him that. If he would have said something stupid, I wouldn't have messed with him. But he laughed, so I was like, okay, he trusted. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked him when he called me, who the fuck is it? Because I'm not the type of person that lets
anybody call you.
Circle,
yeah, right.
I had to ask him a question like that just to see where he was before I even shook his hand.
Facts.
I don't welcome anybody into my circle like that.
But yeah, it was 2004. I met up with him that day, and we went and got 2 venues that day to start a project we did in the early 2000s called Pro Wrestling Evolution, which was all built around TV was going to become on the internet. This was his brainchild in 2004. Before there was a YouTube, he said, I'm telling you, television is going to be on the internet. And so we went out and spent a whole bunch of money at the time on computers and old school video editing software and Firewire and 3 cameras. Yeah. And we started working on some shit then, and then stuff happened, and we closed that one up. We basically, our partner robbed us blind for a good amount of money.
Damn.
We had a third partner. I do not, God rest his soul. Piss on his grave.
Damn.
And yeah, and then we just kind of we've always stayed in touch. We've always been real good friends outside of wrestling, outside of that. And he got a gig in 2012. With a company down in Macon. Called me back in. We actually had television then, but again, our brains were way ahead of everybody else. It was so ahead. So I was messing with radio at the time, so I took a radio gig down in Tampa, moved away for a little bit, and then it was 2014. We'd been talking, and I was like, I'm getting the itch again. He goes, yep, what you got? And then we came up with it, and we were just on the phone one day while I was in Tampa, and it hit us, Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. Let's bring wrestling back to the city, because we're from Atlanta. I'm born and raised. He's a transplant from an early age, but it was just it's Atlanta, and how do you incorporate? Because you were working for Urban Wrestling Federation shortly around that same time, and it closed down. But it was it was a thing where they were using rappers and wrestlers to do this whole pay-per-view thing. And he's like, what if we really try to do something like that, but grimier than what they were trying to do? Because what was the words you said? It was a bunch of white boys trying to tell.
I told her, what's the language on this thing?
Hey, you can curse, do your thing.
I said to him, I didn't know how to feel because there was some Jewish dudes and some white dudes trying to tell me how to be black. And it didn't sit well. It didn't sit well with me at all. And I'm just sitting here telling them I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. I would never say that. So I was like, yeah. Then I just started doing it how I wanted to do it. And I was just like, this is how we should, make wrestling.
Absolutely.
In our area.
Yep.
Facts.
And then we partnered with another guy. It didn't work out very well. That was a split after like 1 or 2 shows. But then we had another guy who was one of our founders, Jimmy Rave. That was one of his trainees and one of the greatest wrestlers in the world at the time. And the 3 of us were just like, we knew what we want to do. And I brokered a deal to get us in the Masquerade. And it was it. It was like, now we're in Atlanta. Now it's like, we got it. Like, our first show in Atlanta was called AWE Goes to Hell. Because at the time, in 2014, everybody was like, everything's PG, everything's family friendly, kids are free. It was this whole idea of like, it's a family entertainment. And it was like, no, it's fucking bullshit. Like, we need to get in a place that's rowdy, that's got alcohol. Like,
kind of like ECW.
That's what I'm saying. We got to bring that ECW back.
And that's the thing is like, Atlanta had WCW, Philadelphia had ECW. What if you merge the two? That was literally the entire thought process. Like, how do you merge what we both grew up liking? I mean, he had a chance to work for both companies at the time, but it was like merging those two things together and like, but still giving that ATL, vibe.
Dope.
And that's where it all came from. And I feel like we did a good job for a few years.
Like, how do you take Goody Mob? Outcast.
Let's go.
D4L.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? How you take Titty Boy and all that and you merge it into wrestling.
Right.
Dope.
And that's what we racked our brains on and that's what we came up with.
Facts. I got $1 million question for either one of y'all. Either one of y'all can answer. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
I'll let you answer that one first because I know my answer already.
How big would I dream if I knew I couldn't fail? I mean, I dream big right now. I don't even think about failure, bro.
Facts.
I really don't because I'm like, it's like I was just telling him earlier on the way here, wrestling technology finally caught up to us. Because like I said, when we started Pro Wrestling Evolution, when we started PWE, I had the idea of putting wrestling and everything on the internet. And we actually had to find a way to do it because you couldn't upload. There was no YouTube.
Modems were 56 megabytes per second.
Damn.
We were doing all this off a dial-up.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can actually hear my AOL Instant Messenger on some of our old tapes. Like, legit.
Because one day, I was at the house by myself and I smoked a blunt and I was watching cartoons. And it was Batman Beyond and everybody was watching TV on the internet.
That's a dope-ass life, by the way.
They was watching TV on the internet and I was just like, this is crazy. And I hit him up and I was like, bruh, I don't know if this is a high thought or whatever, but TV and entertainment's going to the internet. He ain't believe me, but he fucked with the idea enough. And I was telling him, I was like, man, we had the plans to build an Iron Man suit and we could fly, but technology didn't have that one fucking wire that we needed. And now the wire's here.
Yeah.
And we can put it in the suit and we about to take off.
I think for me, it would just be like I don't.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think about failing.
Yeah, he doesn't think about it. That's what I do. That's all I think about sometimes, and that's part of the problem. Because I overassess everything. But like, if I knew there was no failure, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't be the number 2 company in the world. I don't.
Facts.
I think from what our vision and our work ethic and like how he sees wrestling, how I see business. I mean, I don't really need the corporate sponsors per se, but I see what other companies do, and it's like, we could do that so much better if we just had the budget. Like, I know, like, case in point, this morning I woke up and saw someone's live stream.
MLW, don't fucking act.
Okay, MLW couldn't make their live stream work last night. And I'm like, here they are with millions of dollars struggling to get something on YouTube. And here today at 6 o'clock with like almost no money in our pocket. We about to stream live on 3 things. And ain't gonna have a fucking problem. And I will not cancel the stream. The stream will happen.
And even if we did have a problem with the stream, we're not gonna stop. Why? Because failure's not an option.
Right.
Let's go.
If we just got a black screen and you hear people getting punched in the face, guess what? We still live. You still can hear this.
Right.
Just close your eyes and picture it like it's the baseball game on the radio.
Yeah, facts. I got a slogan that I always say: purpose over popularity.
Yes.
When I say this slogan, how can you put that in your own words?
I got something right now if you want me to do it.
Go ahead.
For me, the purpose has always been to get pro wrestling on the same space, like the same spectrum as ballet, the orchestra, musical theater, like things of that nature, stand-up comedy, rock music, rap music, any kind of entertainment form.
Right.
It's, to me, wrestling's always looked as like below everything, and it's like it's really the same page. It's just working class theater, man. It's at the end of the day, it's just working class theater with a little bit of sports built around it, and to get people to take it's fake. No fucking shit. Everything we do is fake, man. There's a question about if our politics are real or not. Like, everything we do is fucking fake. So just be entertained or don't. Like, you don't have to question. Like, you don't have to say, "Oh, you must be stupid if you like wrestling." You must be stupid if you like fucking football.
Yeah, facts. So you feel like a sense of like all entertainment has a little bit of riggedness to it.
Yeah, yes.
In a sense, okay. Like so.
If you can gamble on it, you can fix it.
Say this: why football got an offensive coordinator and everybody got speakers and mics in their helmet?
Is it to call plays or to know what you guys are playing?
That's to call the spots in wrestling. That's duck the clothesline backdrop to me. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You got an OC up in the thing calling plays when your head coach don't do nothing? Nah, bro, that's the dude telling you what to do. All right, next up, we gonna go, you know what I'm saying, halfback draw, number 74 is gonna leave the hole open. You gotta hit your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch football. Matter of fact, football, the last Kansas City Chiefs game, dude getting held like this, ref looking at it. He can't break from the script, can't blow the spot because Patrick Mahomes supposed to run for 10. That's what you got to look at, bro.
A lot of people don't realize that wrestling became fixed because of the mob influence, because they realized they could bet on the games, they could bet on matches.
Damn.
So the mob got involved in like the old school like 1900 wrestling. Like, why don't you throw this match for me? Then all of a sudden, this guy named Toots Mont said, "Wait, if they're doing this, why don't we do it together?" So him and two other wrestlers got together. It's called the Goldust Trio. There's a history lesson for everybody. And they said, if you fix a match and you make it so that the crowd wants to see the rematch, you get paid twice.
Shit hit different.
There you go. There you go.
That's crazy.
So that's literally what started wrestling being fixed. I mean, why is there judges in boxing to set up rematches? What's a referee do in the NBA? I mean, there's an entire book by an NBA official who will tell you, man, I called so many fouls on certain players because I had money on the line. If money can be bet on something, there's always going to be questionable answers. And this was the first election, again, bringing up politics, first election that ever had betting on it.
They had a betting on the election?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had a betting on a fucking election?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Where the fuck have I been? Like,
That's
If you can put money on it, it's questionable. That's all I'm going to say.
Damn. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's talk about the event that's happening tonight.
Right on, right
Okay.
on, right on.
What's the name of the event? Who we got on the lineup? Who's defending their titles? How what's the prediction for the night?
So tonight, Carly Bravo, who is
my dog,
Bad News and Tattoos, Atlanta's own. He is our Georgia Wrestling Crown champion. He's defending his championship against a guy who started out with us 10 years ago, Ashton Starr. It's a huge opportunity for Ashton. But Carly's excited about being the champion. He's ready to bring Atlanta, really bring Atlanta wrestling back. And plus, he's a TV guy now, so he's a little on the famous side. But I mean, if I had to make a prediction, I'm going to say Carly's like one of the hottest things in the game right now.
Facts.
What else we got?
We got Noah Vell.
Okay.
Bell versus
Nagicism. So
two fast niggas just bouncing off.
Damn.
Lucha.
Like Ricochet in a sense.
Yeah. I like this match for multiple reasons. It's Georgia versus Florida, and that's one of the things that Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment's always been, is like, we don't just bring the best from Georgia or the best from our 40-mile region like a lot of people do. We bring the best from the Southeast. And when they come to Atlanta to wrestle, Naja's been talking shit about how I'm the top guy in Georgia. Noah Vell's been talking shit about I'm the only one in the forgotten state of Florida doing shit. Let's put them in a fucking ring in Atlanta and see who's got it.
Damn.
Let's run it.
Damn, that shit crazy, man.
And then we got the girls are back.
Yeah, let's talk
Hopefully.
about. So can we talk about like women kind of dominating wrestling right now?
I mean, on the mainstream scene, the women are killing it.
Yo, the women are killing it right now, man. You got Jade, you got Bianca, you got a bunch of them now, and they just introduced.
Julia,
Facts.
Cool.
Facts, and it's like bro, just to see that, I mean, how do you feel like women are feeling now? You think they're feeling more empowered because now they're getting that look that they didn't have back in the day?
They get their chance to show out now. You know
Dope.
what I'm saying? They ain't got to wrestle in their drawers and their panties no more. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They can go out there and get it. They can get active just like the men right now. And that's what I like.
Yeah, me too.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, it's like you talked all that you wanted to be here in this spot. You wanted the spotlight. And when they had the chance to main event a WrestleMania and to show their ass, they did. And they took wrestling, women's wrestling, and threw it straight forward now.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and talk about this person's great now without having a woman equal. You know what I'm saying? Or women just being in the conversation altogether about top wrestlers. You know what I'm saying?
And that was another thing, because that's what really got me re-inspired to get back in it. Like when I first called him about the idea with AWE was I was going to some all-women shows in Florida. It was called a Shine promotion. And I mean, I saw... I was just going to throw the name out there. I saw Evilise versus Serena Deeb. They went an hour time limit, and I was blown away. It was it's still to this day one of the best live matches I've ever seen personally. And I called him and I was like, bro, we got to do this. And I was like, but we need a strong women's division. And he crafted the idea of, we call it Roar. But then it was like, we're going to call it Roar Division. It's got to be special. So we came up with the whole, there's no goddamn rules, which means the only real rule is the match has to be won in the ring. So we took the ECW idea, anything goes, but you got to win in the ring to see, can these girls go? Luckily for us at the time, we had two of the best young talents. He trained one of them, and her name's Priscilla Kelly for us.
Shout out Gigi Dolan.
Now you guys know her as Gigi Dolan all over your TV screens. And the other one was the A1 from day one, Kira Hogan. And
shout out Biggie Shorty.
And those two girls, just having those two girls in Georgia, like locally to us, and like him being able to train and mentor them, and then me yelling at them all the time, it helped create something. Because then girls like Isla Dawn and Camille and God, who else did we bring in? We brought in Tanil Dashwood, Sue Young. We brought in so many girls to wrestle them, but then it became the whole thing of like they wanted to wrestle each other, and then like, I mean, when we finally crowned our first Roar champion right before the pandemic, we had 4 girls that are now involved in either AEW or NXT on that show. Like,
damn.
Shout out Ruby Soho.
So getting the women's division back going has been something we've been trying to do for like the last 6 months. Definitely. Now we got 2, if not 4, that we really like. Alexis Littlefoot and Angelica Riss, they debut tonight against each other, and I think it's going to be one of those matches that's going to make you change your perception of women's wrestling. I really honestly do, and that's one of the things we've always tried to do because
They're gonna go out there and hit.
Yeah,
damn.
This is not one of those matches where it's like, you know, the girls are going to pull hair, and it's not the 80s anymore. Like these girls are going to wrestle like Sherry Martel and Medusa, and like the girls that we grew up watching that beat your ass, and you know, and they're just going to keep going forward, and I think people are going to be like, yeah, and I'll go ahead and say it, or do you want to say it? We're bringing Roar back for some. We're gonna try to do 4 Roar only shows, and in 2025.
Dope.
All women shows.
All women shows.
Yeah, that's
getting active.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
One of the first ones we had featured was that was Sue versus Kiera. They fought on a bar. They legit got on top of the bar and were beating the shit out of each other on top of the bar.
This was y'all show.
This is our show, dude. Our shows used to get crazy, man.
Dope.
Like Meta's a wide open. Like we're at the Meta multimedia. It's a few blocks.
Let's go.
Few blocks from where we're recording this at.
Like 2 doors down.
Yeah, it's like 2 doors down. Yeah, it's not even a block. Yeah. So it's a big wide open space, but it just gives a lot of leeway to do some crazy shit if we really need to.
Facts.
They've been a cool home. We've been needing a home like this for a while.
Dope.
I mean, we just had a body bag match 2 weeks ago.
We did.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
So so when you say a body bag match, how do you win the body bag match?
You gotta knock the nigga out and zip him up in a body bag and drag him to the back.
Yep. You put him out in the trash, just like if you killed him.
That's fucking fire.
So just know, two doors down, there was a nigga in a body bag being drug around.
That's dope.
And people were cheering for it.
If you want to watch it, it's actually on our Facebook page. You can watch the entire stream from our last show. You can watch all of our streams on our Facebook page.
Facts. That's hard. So I'm gonna throw a wild card question out there. Top 5 dead or alive wrestlers vibing with Veto. Let's go.
Ric Flair is always number 1.
Ric Flair. Wow.
Woo, the GOAT.
He loves
the
Nate.
GOAT. Number 2, Arn Anderson.
Ooh.
Number 3, Jake the Snake. Number 4, Randy Orton. And then I'm going to say number 5 is my man Kobashi.
Okay.
You said you put Randy Orton up
Dude,
in
he
there?
loves Randy Orton.
I love Randy too. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for me, I look at the wrestling a little differently.
And the greatest tag team ever known to man is the Midnight Express.
I'm not going to argue that. I watched a lot of Japanese growing up, so Misawa will always be my number 1. Always. Then I got to shout out Sabu.
Sabu was that guy.
Sabu changed the game. Sabu helped us greatly. He's beat him.
You beat Sabu?
Yeah, over in the quad over on Spring Street back in 2015.
Damn.
So I got those 2. Then I got to go with Bret the Hitman Hart.
My God.
And then Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
I fuck with Roman
Those guys
Reigns
have completely changed the entire business.
Y'all want to hear mine?
I do.
Let's do it.
I want to see your head on this one.
And this is no particular order, okay? I'm gonna say Eddie Guerrero.
Okay.
I can argue against it, but I won't.
I love Eddie. Who else do I like? Shawn Michaels. I feel like Shawn Michaels is the greatest in-ring performer ever, in my opinion.
He's your Ric Flair.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. Who else can I put in there? Damn. I wish I can put a group in there, but
Go ahead.
Go ahead, put a group in there.
Bro, DX changed my life, bro. DX changed my life. I got suspended because
I was about to say, about to ask you, did you get suspended for saying
yeah. Like, bro, Attitude Era is my era.
Right,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
I was grown. I could just
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Attitude Era is my era, man. Bro, I don't want to say The Rock because it's like kind of cliche. Everybody puts The Rock in there.
It's not cliche.
I wanted to,
But The Rock,
I left him out.
I mean, it was hard for me not to put Stone Cold.
Yeah. Oh my fucking God. Like, I'm gonna say, bro, but I'm gonna also say, bro, and I'm gonna throw this. This will be like an honorary pick. I'm gonna say Scott Hall, bro. That's one of my dudes, bro.
That's one of his dudes too.
Man, bro, Razor Ramon, bro. Like he was just that flashy guy. You know what I mean? That'll whoop your ass. Like, you know what I mean? That was still cool. The ladies liked him. You know what I mean?
Suave as hell.
Suave, bro. I remember he was cutting a promo. I think it was NWO when somebody threw a fucking drink at his ass and it hit his hair. He literally didn't even stop. He just did like this, rubbed it in and kept on going. I'm like, bro, if that was anybody else, they would have been like, cut the cameras. Like, you know what I mean?
They don't make them like that.
Yeah,
no,
they don't.
It's crazy.
To him, getting hit with that cup, he earned his paycheck that night.
Let's go.
Validated everything he did. Yep.
It validated everything he did or said on that night. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like people get mad at me, like when I go out there and I do some heinous shit, and somebody call me nigga or something like that, and I smile and laugh.
Mm-hmm.
They be like, "Why you laughing? Why you didn't hit him?" Hey, I did my job.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the bad guy tonight,
yeah,
for that dude to call me that,
yeah,
I earned my money.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I earned it because I just beat somebody. Nah, I earned it because of that.
Facts.
Got my emotion.
Facts. Let me ask y'all a question, man. Because you're a wrestler yourself. Would you rather be the baby face or the heel?
See, if you would have asked me this last year, I would have said career heel. But I've been on a face run that's so crazy to me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Just to see people that 2 years ago would spit in my face and hit me with a car, coming up to me and shaking my hand and telling me how great I am.
Damn.
It's really, when I say this, it's life changing.
Bro, I would want to be a heel. Like
being a heel is great.
I feel like I would thrive at being a heel because people automatically look at me as like this good guy type thing. And bro, like I was talking to you, I got an album coming out in February called Shit Hit Different. So I'm a big wrestling fan. My whole album is catered around wrestling. As you see, I just did the interview with Diamond Dallas Page. So I'm gonna have bits and pieces of our interview in the album too as well. Bro, like I love to collab with y'all on something, man. Yeah. What can we do?
You get with him about a date and whatever you need to do.
I mean, I got a date right now.
You get a date. You know, this is how we work. He said, so. I was like, you get the date. I'll get the show. I'll make the show. So
hold on.
Y'all got a date. If y'all want to do this right now on tape, all you got to say is you got a date.
How's February 23rd? It's a Sunday.
February 23rd, Sunday.
You got to agree to it.
I agree to it. I think the shit hit different. What y'all think?
Hey, you know I'm in.
And then let's see. You in. I guess I'm in.
Okay.
We got a date.
All right.
He's in.
Let's
And now we about to make a show.
Let's do it. So February 23rd, 2025.
2025.
Shit hit different.
Shit, that's what you want to call it?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
call
it.
that.
What we gonna-
Let's
shit
call
hit
it. Shit hit different.
Okay. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment,
Is that good
our
shit?
hits different
Facts.
than anybody else's.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'm assuming that your music hit different than anybody else's
Let's go.
around here. So let's do it. Yeah.
February 23rd. All right, say
Let's do
less.
it.
Let's it's time to collab, bro.
It's what Atlanta needs. It's what wrestling needs. I mean, wrestling needs
Bringing hip hop and wrestling back together. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Having that show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could put on for the city. I think it'd be
Oh, yeah.
something that'd be crazy.
So now I think you should pull up to the show tonight and we announce it in front of our people.
What time does the show start?
We'll be at 6 p.m.
Let's do it.
6:05. We run on Turner time.
Does it? I mean, and you. When is the first match?
6:05.
605.
Shit, let's announce it at 6:05.
Let's do it.
Bet. That's what we're going to do then.
Shit hit different.
We'll
Shit
do.
ain't different.
Let's get it. Man, tell the people where they can find y'all, man.
It's all on you right there.
Atlanta Wrestling ENT.com, ATL Wrestling ENT on most of the socials. It's pretty easy to remember. It's the first thing if you Google Atlanta Wrestling, we're popping up first. That's part of the name.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Blacklist Uno on IG.
Hey, I'm gonna just do this.
No, the two fingers. Yeah, they do
Two finger salute. You already know. It's vibing with Veto. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher. February 23rd. Shit hit different. Let's
Shit
do it.
hit different. Let's go. Let's get
go.
it.
Let's go.